Howdy y'all, the 2010 Razer Naga Epic has been my go-to gaming mouse for the past, well, 14 years. I got this thing back in 2010 and I haven't been able to find a better mouse since. Now that isn't from a lack of trying, I've tried several other mice, but just the way that they have their buttons lined up here with my thumb, I just haven't been able to find something that matches it exactly. I've tried later revisions of this model, but the buttons on the side just feel so much better on the original one. Even though I don't play MMOs, this is an MMO mouse. I mostly use it for FPSs, where I bind 1 to melee, 2 to grenades, 3 to switch grenades, 4 to ability, and so on. So I don't need all of the buttons that are on the side, but the little travel distance between these first 6 is perfect for me. I've done a couple of modifications to it over the years, like removing the battery, that's because it was bloated, but it's weight reduction! And then I've also gone and made a shorter cable, because even though this thing is wireless, well, I mean, not anymore, there's no battery, I tend to like to have a wired connection. And I don't really like having a long cable. So a couple years back, I bought an extra one of these cables and just kind of shortened it. I need to do a little bit of refurbishing to this because the right click is finally starting to go out. I have some replacements for that right switch, but I'm also going to replace the left one since that one is probably close to end of life as well. And I'll also clean it up because it's a bit grimy. I'm just now realizing I never actually removed this plastic piece from it. This has been on this for 15 years. Wait, hold on. Wait, it removed my serial number. Well, guess I'll take a picture of the serial number for later. I'm gonna look up a guide real quick to see if there are any screws beneath these pads, because man, do I hate replacing them. Well, looks like there's screws underneath all 4. I hate that design. That means I need to replace the feet. I know it's plastic, but I just scratched myself. I feel like lately, whenever I get hurt, I let out the most Tom and Jerry scream ever. It's a little gross inside. This thing has been in loyal service for nearly 15 years. Gonna need to do a full disassembly of this if I want to clean it too. Where'd this magnet come from? Oh, it's probably right over here. Yeah, that looks like it fits. Alright, come back. You get to live here for right now. This is the original switch, and this will be the replacement. Here's the main board. This part here is a little sketchy because it's just a little bit on there. So I gotta be very careful or else I'm gonna ruin the scroll wheel and the left click. Good news, looks like this top part and this bottom part can be easily separated. This switch really doesn't want to come out, so gonna have to try to flush cut it. Well, if you ever wonder what the inside of a mouse switch looks like, it's this. There we go, finally got it removed. Now I just gotta place the replacement in there and solder it in. Nice. Left click has been removed. Soldering's complete, so let's get some cleaning with some isopropyl alcohol, Q-tips, and a toothpick. This black sticker is also coming off, so I'm just going to remove it. And I'll do it to both sides just to be consistent. Now before I completely reassemble this, let's at least test out the switches. Ribbon cables are simultaneously a modern marvel and a royal pain in my butt. Oh, there goes the tag. Hope that's still fine. So it turns out, yeah, we actually did need that little blue piece right there on top of this ribbon cable, because that's what the pressure is keeping the thing touching it. So now whenever I plug the mouse in, it doesn't connect. I was able to get it to start connecting again. I had to really put down more tape in there, so hopefully that will fix it. Right click works. Left click works. Perfect. Okay, let's reassemble this thing. Yay, all the buttons on the side work. It's done! Well, now the only thing left here to do is to put the feet on it. But I think I'm going to cut them up a little bit because I would like to be able to access the screws in case I need to do a little bit of fine tuning or more repairs in the future. So I'll need to cut around the areas. And there we have it. Now I have the pads on and I can still access the screws if I need to. And it feels fine. Now that my boy here is fixed, hopefully now he'll last until 2040. But that's going to be it for now. Later, y'all.